What's up YouTube, Mike here from TechnoGI, and today I wanted to do another Around the Web episode. Lately there has been just a ton of stories going on in the technology world, in the news, so I could pretty much do one of these daily if I had the time, but with my job, really don't have the time. But the ones I wanted to share, you may or may not have seen, but let's get this rolling. So the first one that jumped out at me today is about smartwatches, particularly Android wear. There was a fellow on the YouTube, his name's David Bennett. He loves everything about his Android smartwatch except for the operating system. So somehow he managed to actually put Windows XP on his Android smartwatch, which pretty awesome. Not exactly sure how he pulled it off, but as you can see from the picture, he got it on there. He says that there's really not a practical use for it whatsoever, but it's just a proof of concept, just to say, hey, look, you can do it, and it's pretty cool. So Bennett said something that once took lots of components and different parts can now easily run on your wrist. So it is pretty impressive. You know, back in the day, think about what it took to run Windows 7 on your computer, and now you can run it on a smartwatch. So pretty cool. So this brings me to my second story that jumped out, and this one's been all over the news, so I'm sure you're tracking, but Mr. Aluminium himself, Johnny Ive, is now the Chief Design Officer at Apple, which I kind of thought that's what he already was, but I guess it's just a new title and probably more pay, whatever. But I already thought that was kind of what he's doing, but apparently this gives him freedom to pretty much just do nothing but design. But Mr. Aluminium himself, I can't say it, but that's how the Australian people say it. Anyway, he is now officially the Chief Designer from Apple, so I guess kudos to him. So next, something that jumped out at me, being a sci-fi Trekkie guy myself, there is a Chinese tech executive that spent over $100 million to create Star Trek inspired offices. I'm not exactly sure what his business is, how he can afford this, but it looks pretty awesome, as you can see from the picture right about there. It looks like a mini enterprise, so it's pretty awesome, but it cost $100 million. So apparently this guy's a big techie. Let's see if I can find his name. Probably can't pronounce it anyways because it's Chinese. Anyway, as you can see from the picture, he liked it, he dreamt it, and they built it. So it's actually pretty awesome looking, pretty cool design. So for all you Trekkies out there, that's for you. Alright, so story number 4 is about Microsoft and iOS and Android. Microsoft announced that they're going to have Cortana, which is their digital voice assistance, if you didn't know, for iOS and Android, which I guess is pretty cool. I haven't got a chance to play with it because it's on Windows 10, but I guess move over Siri because Cortana is coming. So pretty cool, I guess. I don't know how many people actually run it on an iOS device, i.e. because they already have Siri. So unless Microsoft can pack in features that's better than what they already have natively, I don't see why anybody would run it other than maybe just something to look different, and maybe the voice is cooler, I don't know. But you'll be able to get it if you're a Android or iOS user supposedly within the next few months, so you'll be able to run Cortana on your Android or Apple device. So pretty cool, I guess. So this brings me to my last story and final story of the evening, and this one looks pretty sweet. As you can see, I'll play the unofficial unboxing video from this, but Samsung officially, we all knew this was coming, but they officially announced the limited edition Iron Man Galaxy 6 Edge. As you can see from the video, it actually looks really sweet, but the downside is it's not going to be available in the United States, at least not as yet. Right now it's only available in Korea, so get your plane tickets ready if you really want this phone pretty bad. But it may or may not come to the United States, but you can get it in Hong Kong, China, and of course Korea, which is where Samsung is headquartered. One kind of negative about this phone is there's no Jarvis voice included, so you'll be stuck with the stock Android voice. So that's kind of a bummer, I guess. Obviously if you're buying this phone, you're a fan of the Avengers, so you get no Jarvis. Jarvis is not included, but this will have the same specs as your typical Galaxy 6 Edge. However, they did tweak the TouchWiz to kind of match up with the phone itself, so it does have a different look to it. But again, no Jarvis, so that's kind of a bummer. But the phone, as you can see, looks pretty darn awesome. But with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode. That one was kind of quick and short. But as always, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button. Thanks.